Hello guys, so we are going to continue the discussion with respect to Python, and now we are going to start data structures in Python. Some of the most common data structures that are used in Python programming language are like list, tuples, sets, and dictionaries. So in this series of videos, we are probably going to discuss about all these topics. In this video, we are going to focus more on list. So let me just go ahead and show you what is the video outline. So first of all, we will go ahead and show you I will go ahead and show you how to create a list. Then I will also show you accessing list items, modifying list items, some of the amazing list methods that we use. Then we have operations like slicing list. How do we iterate over list, by using for loop and all. Then along with that, we'll also be seeing list comprehension, and then we will be seeing about nested list. All these things will be covered with a lot of practical examples, and I'll also be talking about what are the common errors that we will be getting. So before I go ahead, first of all, let us go ahead and just see the definition of list. So here you can see list are ordered mutable collection of items, right? Ordered mutable collection of items. What does mutable collection of items basically means? Like all the items that are present in list, we can actually change it. Okay. And they can contain items of different data types also, right? So these are the two main properties with respect to list. First of all, they are ordered mutable collection of items, and they can contain items of different data types. So let me just go ahead and let me show you that how do you define a list. Let's say I create a variable called as LST, and if I use this two brackets, and before that, don't forget to select a kernel. So right now I've selected the kernel based on the environment that I've actually created. So here you can see over here when I write list with this empty square braces, and if I go ahead and print the type of this variable, this will give us an empty list, right? So this is a class type of list. So in order to create a list, it is very much simple. You can just use this empty brackets, right? Now, if I want to add elements in the list, let's say that I want to go ahead and create it. Like I may have multiple names over here. Let's say I have Krish, I have Jack, I have Jacob, right? So this is basically a list of names. Okay. I may also have other elements, like I may have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, any number of elements. I may also have different data types of elements over here. So here, if I go ahead and print names, so it is giving me a name error because I did not write names. So here you can see that I'm able to get a list of elements, right? So this is how a list is. Let's say that I go ahead and create a mixed list, mixed underscore list list. And here, let's say my first is a number, second is a string, third is a floating point, right? And fourth is a Boolean variable, right? So I may define any types of data type, and I may also print this. So let me just go ahead and print mixed underscore list. So I hope you got an idea about how to probably create a list of items, right? So one is directly we are using this particular empty brackets, or you can also go ahead and add elements over here with respect to any kind of elements, any different data types of elements you can basically add. Okay. Now let's talk about accessing list items. How do we access the list elements, right? So let's say that I create a fruits, right? Let's say that I'm going to create a fruits element, like a list of fruits. Let's say like apple, it can be banana, it can be cherry, it can be kiwi, it can be pomegranate. Okay. Or let me just write a simple okay, let's go ahead and see. Cherry is already written. Apple, banana, cherry, kiwi. Okay, I'm not able to remember more fruits names, right? So let's just keep it till here. Okay. Okay, fine. Finally I got one. Guava, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and create this list of elements. So here is my list of elements over here. Now, let's say that I want to go ahead and display apple, right? So in order to display it, all I have to do is that just go ahead and write fruits. And here you can probably see that I can actually use indexing, right? So whenever we create the elements inside a list. Okay, so here this first fruit is basically present in the 0th index, then this is present in the first index, second index, third index, fourth index. So similarly, all the indexes, when I probably say all the indexes in Python starts with 0. If you know about our programming language, all the indexes over there starts with 1, number 1, right? But here we are specifically going to use 0 is the index over here, right? But if I really want to just display apple, right? So I will just go ahead and write fruit of 0, right? If I'm actually trying to print this, so let me just go ahead and write print fruits of 0. It is nothing but apple. Let's say I want to probably get fruit of in middle cherry, right? So this will become 0, 1, 2. So if I go ahead and write fruits of 2, so I will be able to get apple and cherry. And there are some amazing techniques with respect to indexing also. So let's say that I want to pick up guava, right? So I can also go ahead and write print. One way is that I can go ahead and take 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can probably go ahead and write fruits of 4th index. I will be able to get guava. Now this guava can also be taken through a different way. So let me just go ahead and write. So let's say that I'm going to write print of fruits. Let me just say and show it to you over here. So let me just go ahead and write fruits of okay. And now in this particular case, let me just go ahead and write -1. Let's see what will happen. See, -1 is nothing but it is basically talking about the last element itself, right? So I think I should be able to get both guava, right? So this is the amazing thing with respect to fruits, right? This list, right? You are able to probably retrieve any fruit or any items inside this list just by using simple indexing. Okay. Now let me just show you one more way of printing some set of fruits elements. So if I go ahead and write fruits, okay, and if I just use the index 1, okay, I'll be able to get banana. So I'm getting banana 0, 1, I'm getting banana over here. But what if I have a requirement? I need to get all the elements from banana till guava, right? So if I go ahead and just make one simple change over here, right? What I will do, I'll say write fruits 1, right? 1 basically means from first index till the end index, because I'm not giving anything after the colon. So if I just go ahead and execute this, here you can see banana, cherry, kiwi, guava, right? So this is one way, right? Now let me do one thing. Let me just go ahead and print fruits 1, and let's say I want to get all the elements till this kiwi index 1. So here you have 0, 1. So right, 2, 3, right? So now if I go ahead and write 1, 3, that basically means it is just going to pick up this first index, second index. It is not going to pick up the kiwi index, right? And now if I go ahead and display it, so here you can see banana and cherries there. That basically means the third index is not getting picked up. Till the third index, everything will get picked up, right? So if I don't write any element over here, so it is just going to take it completely till the end, right? And here also what I can actually do, let me just go ahead and show you one more thing. So if I go ahead and write print of fruits -1, right? Now if I go ahead and execute this, you can see -1 basically means from -1 element till colon, right? Till colon means till the end, and this is just my last element over there. Okay, but if I just go ahead and write -1 to, let's say, second index, so here I can see that you have to please observe over here. -1 is nothing but this specific element, right? 2 is this, right? But I'm not talking about all these elements. Now, if I go ahead and write -1 to -3 or -3, right? Now here also you'll be able to see this indexing is obviously a little bit confusion. Okay, there is a little bit of confusion over here, because when I'm picking up the -1 element, this is it is giving us. But I'm saying from -1 to -3, right? So there is no such element. And we'll talk more about this kind of examples and how to do this kind of indexing also when we are further discussing about many things as such, right? Right now, don't worry about this. Otherwise, you'll get more confused over here. I'll just keep it like this. I'll remove this particular code for some time. And later on, when you'll be seeing in the series of videos, we'll also be talking about those kind of indexing. Okay. Now, perfect. Till here, I think we have learned many things over here. Now, what I will be showing you is that how you can modify the list elements. Okay. So let me just go ahead here and show you modifying the list elements. Okay. Now, modifying the list elements is very simple. Let's say that I want, this is my fruits, right? So this is my fruits. I want to make sure that I replace banana with something else, right? Now banana, you know it is in first index, right? So if I go ahead and write this, it is in first index. Let's say from this, I want to probably change this into watermelon. Okay. And now I will just go ahead and print my fruits, right? So in that specific index, I'm writing watermelon over here and I'm actually displaying it. Now you can see my fruits has changed banana to watermelon, right? So this way in the indexing also, you can directly go ahead and probably replace this particular values, right? So this is how you modify any elements that is present over here. Not only that, let's say I want to go ahead and write like this, fruits, okay, fruits 1 colon, okay. So 1 colon is basically giving you this answer. Now, if I go ahead and just write, hey, please replace everything with watermelon. Now, if I go ahead and see fruits, so here you can see, I'm getting this error. Let's see what is the problem. Watermelon. Okay. Now, what it has done is that from this particular index, it has replaced with this particular word, right? But here it is not considered as a word. Instead, it is taking this as character by character. We will also be seeing how we can add word to word, right? So in list, you have some amazing methods like append and all. We will be talking about it as we go ahead right now. Okay, just after this section itself, right? So this is one of the problem that we see, right? Now let me do one thing. Let me again use that same fruits over here that I've actually defined. Okay. But you understood the problem, what has happened over here. As soon as I said 1 colon, right? So from first index, it has just added WAT. So it is not just considered this as a single word. Instead, it is considering character by character and it is adding it. Okay. So let me just go ahead and define my fruits again. Okay. Now let me just go ahead and discuss more about amazing thing that is called as list methods. Okay. Now this list methods is quite beautiful. We'll see to it and we'll be learning more about it. Okay. Now let's say I want to, as I said, right, I want to append an element inside this. Okay. I want to add one element at the end, let's say. So for this, I will go ahead and write fruits.append. And here, let's say I want to append orange. Okay. Now once I write, that basically means this will add an item, okay, to the end. Okay. It will basically add an item to the end. Okay. And if I just go ahead and print my fruits, you will be able to see this, right? So now here you'll be able to see apple, banana, cherry, kiwi, guava, and oranges over here, right? Now let's say that I have a requirement that I want to probably append any element at a specific index. Okay. So let's say I want to add, let's say I want to add watermelon in this first index. Okay, and right now in the first index, banana is there. So what I will do, I'll say fruits dot insert. Okay, insert, and I will give the index number. The first element will be the index number, and the second element will be whatever item I want to put. Let's say banana. Okay, and then I'm just going to print fruits. So here you can see apple, banana, banana. Okay, banana was already there, I guess. Yeah, banana was there. Let me do one thing. Let me add watermelon also. Okay, so in the first index, I'm just going to add watermelon. So here you can see apple, watermelon, banana, 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 because I have added one time, right? Let's say that hey, 2 bananas are there. I want to remove this. So I will go ahead and write fruits dot remove. So remove is another inbuilt function that is present inside this. So here I'm going to basically write banana. Okay, and now if I go ahead and print fruits. Okay, so here you can see banana has gone right now, but we don't have one more additional banana. Okay, let's say I want to also remove and let's say see, whenever we are using this remove, right, it is basically removing the first occurrence of an item, right? Now, let's say I want to remove and return the last item. Return the last item. Okay. Let's say I want to do this. What do I mean by this? Let's say I go ahead and use one amazing inbuilt function which is called as pop. Okay. Now, pop basically means it is just going to pop the last element that is present in that particular fruit and it is going to return us, right? So here I'm going to write popped underscore fruit, okay, is equal to, and let me just go ahead and print it. So I'm going to print it over here, and let me just go ahead and write pop fruits, okay, and let me just print it, okay. Let's because at the end of the day, once I probably print this, and I'll also print the remaining items that are there in the fruits, okay. So here you can see orange has been popped. Why? Because the last element in this list of fruits was orange. When orange was popped, from this particular orange got removed, okay. Remove and return the last element. That is how you can specifically do it, and for that we use an inbuilt function called as pop, okay. Now let's say that I want to get an index of any fruit, right, based on the name of the fruit. So if I go ahead and write fruits dot index, and here let's say that I want to use cherry. I want to get the index of the fruit called as cherry, okay, cherry, and this will basically be my index. And let me just go ahead and print the index. Now if I go ahead and execute, you can see that cherry is basically present in 0, 1, 2, 3, third index. So I'm able to get the output, okay. Again, one more thing is that let me just go ahead and do one thing. Fruit dot append, or I will try to insert in the second index banana, okay. Banana is already there. And now let me do one more inbuilt function. I'll just go ahead and write fruit dot count, and here I will just go ahead and write, sorry, it should be count. I will just go ahead and write banana, okay, and let me just print this, okay. Now what is going to happen is that you'll be able to see it will just count the number of elements, and obviously after inserting this banana, right now if you see inside my fruits, there are two bananas, right, banana and banana. So it is just counting that how many number of items this specific in this particular list it is there, right. So here I'm just showing you different inbuilt function just by using a list of items, and here you can see I've shown you a lot of coding with respect to this, okay. Now I may also do something like this. I may sort this entire list of items. So if I go ahead and write fruits dot sort, so here you'll be able to see. Now if I go ahead and print this fruits, you'll be seeing apple, banana, cherry, guava, kiwi, watermelon. So automatically based on, so in short, this will sort the list in ascending order, okay. It is just going to sort all the list in ascending order. And finally here you have fruits dot reverse. Reverse is another function which will reverse all the elements over here. Now if I go ahead and do this, right, now you can see all the list of the elements will basically get reversed, right. So this is nothing but it reverses the list, okay. And just I'm showing you what all different inbuilt functions are basically present over here, okay. And then finally, if I want to clear the entire list, I can go ahead and write fruits dot clear, right. And now if I use this inbuilt function, so this will remove all items from the list, okay. Now if I go ahead and print fruits, so here you can see I'm getting an empty list. So till now we have discussed about mainly if I go ahead and show you with respect to the video outline, we have understood about creating list, accessing list items, modifying list elements. Then we discussed about list methods. Now we are going to discuss about slicing list. So let's go ahead and discuss more about slicing list. So guys, now let's go ahead and talk more about slicing list. So before that, I will go ahead and make some cells. So there is a shortcut, just press escape and A. You will be able to create as many number of cells as you want, okay. Now what I'm actually going to do is that I am just going to take this numbers. Okay, so I'm defining these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I will just go ahead and write some print elements. Let's say print numbers 2:5. Okay. Now let's talk about more numbers. Oops. :5. Okay, I didn't close this brackets, so that is the reason it was giving me an error. No worries. I will go ahead and write print numbers 5 colon, and along with this we will also go ahead and see print numbers double colon 2. Okay, double colon. So here we are also learning about double colon. Single colon, I've just given you an idea about it, but we'll also see with respect to double colon, and then we'll also go ahead and print numbers double colon -1. Okay, now just pause for a second and just try to imagine in your mind like what will be the specific outputs. Okay, and then we will discuss further. Okay, so here you can see 2 colon 5. It is very simple. 0 1 2, from 2 to 5 elements. So 2 3 4 5 is basically getting displayed. 0 1 2 3 4 5. So this 3 elements will get displayed. Colon 5, 1 2 3 4 5 will get displayed. So it is basically coming over here till 5. Then you have 6 7 8 9 from 5 colon to till the end. Now this is very much important. Double colon 2. What does this basically mean? And double colon 2 basically means from all the elements from first, and this 2 will be taken as a step size, right? So we will jump 2 steps ahead. Like from here we'll jump 1 2, then 3 will get displayed, again jump 2 steps, 5 will get displayed, from again from this jump to 2 steps, 7 will get displayed, again jump over here, 9 will be getting displayed. So double colon, see, if I really want to make you understand about double colon, so I will go ahead and write double colon. Double colon basically means all the elements, right? Now if I am writing, okay fine, let's give the step size as 1, then also I'll be getting the same output. If I give the step size to 2, so double jumps will be happening, right? This is basically the step size. Then if I write 3, then again 3 steps, like from here 1 2 jump, and third whichever will be the element that will get displayed. So 4 7 10, right? So I hope you got an idea about it. Now double colon 1 basically means what? Okay, so double colon is nothing but it is all the elements -1. Okay, from previous, take all the elements one by one and display it. If I go ahead and again write something like this, let's say I go ahead and write numbers, okay, double colon -2, right? So from back every 2 numbers, right? It'll skip every 1 number and display the other number over here, right? So this is basically called as a slicing, and some of the operations will be involving slicing whenever we want to retrieve some results, we want to modify them, do something, right? So we can actually use it, right? Now coming to the next thing is iterating over list. Okay, now I've already shown you how to iterate over strings. Similarly, you can also iterate over list, right? So for that also, again, I will be going and using for loop. Let's say I will go ahead and write for fruit in fruits, right? And I will just go ahead and inside and print all the fruit items that I have, right? So here one by one, right now no fruit items is present or what? Okay, I've cleared that fruits, right? So let me do one thing. Let me just take numbers over here so that I'll be able to see through it, right? For number in numbers, right? So numbers is also a collection over here, list of collection, list of elements. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so this is also there. Let's say I want to iterate all this list with indexes also. So I want to iterating with index. So for this I can use for index comma index comma number in numbers. Now once I use this numbers, right? Obviously, see, if I'm directly using this numbers, I know this is a list. But if I want index information also, I have an inbuilt function in Python which is called as enumerate. Okay. And if we specifically use this enumerate, that basically means we are also going to get the index number. So if I go ahead and print index comma number, now you'll be able to see all the indexes. So this is my 0th index. The first element is present in the 0th index. Then I have 2, which is present in the first index. Then 3 in the second index, 4 in the third index, 5 in the fourth index, 6 in the fifth index, 7 in the sixth index, 8th in the seventh index, 9 in the 8th index, and 10 in the 9th index. So I have all these things, and just by using this inbuilt function, you get an access of the index number also, along with the list of elements that are present in that particular list. Okay, so this is one amazing thing about you can also iterate over the list. You can also iterate along with the index, right? Now let's go ahead and talk about one more amazing thing, which is basically called as list comprehension. Okay, now list comprehension. Now guys, let's consider that I want to do something, right? I want to probably let's say I'll write a for loop for x in range. For x in range, let's say I'm going to write 10, and here what I'm actually going to do is that I'm going to probably create a list element. Let's say I'm going to create a list empty elements, and then I will go ahead and write list dot append, and let me just go ahead and do this. Okay, so just imagine what I've actually done. Here inside this for loop, I'm squaring every number and I'm appending in this particular list, right? And finally I can go ahead and print this particular list. Okay, so in short, this is a code that I've actually written to square every numbers inside this particular range of numbers, right? So I'm getting 0, 1, 2, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81. Now see, imagine in this line of code, right? I've written 3 to 4 lines right over here. I've first of all initialized an empty list, then I'm putting a for loop, then I'm performing this specific operation. What if I can perform this entire list operation, because everything is happening inside a list itself, and we are creating a new list also over here, right? Obviously, if you are creating more list, again, new list over here, again, playing with different elements, more memory will be required. So Python actually helps us to play with list comprehension. Now in list comprehension, it tells you that you can perform all this operation, right, within a list itself, right? So now see this, observe over here. Now I will go ahead and write for x in range 10, right? So here, if I go ahead and execute this, okay, right now it is giving me an error because it is invalid syntax. I get it. Okay. Now let's do this. Okay. So first I have written for x in range of 10. So this is basically iterating through this. Now the next thing is that what kind of operation I'm performing. So I want to perform x square. So here, if I go ahead and write x square. So list comprehension basically has two important things. What we want as an output and what is the kind of operation that we are doing, right? So see, this is doing some kind of operation, so that needs to be get displayed, and this is basically my iteration. So both of them are combined. If I go ahead and execute this, you will be able to see that in a single list, I'm able to get this specific answer. So here, what did I do? I did not have to create other list item or list elements as such, right? All I did is that I probably executed my code within a line of code, and what I really want is x square. I've written it in forward, right? Now let's go ahead and see more examples with respect to list comprehension. So guys, we have just seen one example, and I know that you may be having some kind of confusion. So it is a better way that if I really want to make you understand about list comprehension, first of all, let's talk about a specific syntax, like what kind of syntax we specifically use. Okay. Now the basic syntax. Okay. Let me just make this as a markdown. Okay. Markdown over here. Okay. List comprehension. Okay. And this is important. So that is the reason I'm also going to show you the syntax over here. Okay. First of all, the basic syntax. Okay. Now basic syntax is nothing but it looks something like this. Expression for item in iterables, right? So that is what we have done. For item in iterable, which is traversing everything, and this expression is going to perform on all the single items. Okay. This is the basic syntax. Okay. Now I may also have other option like with conditional logic. Okay. If I want to apply some logic over here. So with conditional logic, the expression looks a little bit different. Okay. And let me just show you this particular expression also. Okay. So here you can see expression for item in iterable. If condition also I can put. So I'm putting if condition over here. So any kind of conditional logic is there. You have to probably put it at the last. Iterate, whatever iteration you really want to do, you want to put in the center, and any kind of expression that you want to perform, you can put it in the starting. Okay. Now, based on this, we will try to see some kind of example. Okay. So, but remember this is super important. Okay. And you have to use with respect to this itself, right? So let's consider one example. So let me go ahead and write basic list comprehension. Okay. Let's say I want to do a square of all the number. Okay. Square of all the number. Okay. Square of a set of numbers. So I will write for x or for num in range of 10, right? And for every of this number, I just need to do num square. right? Square. Done. Now, if I go ahead and print this, in short, what I'm actually going to get, I'm going to basically get the square of this number. Now, what condition I have applied over here? Basic syntax for item in iterable, and then I have expression. Okay. Now coming to the next one. Okay. Let's consider with list comprehension with condition. Okay. A specific condition over here. Okay. And let's say I will try to find out from a list of elements which are basically even numbers. Okay. Okay. Which are even numbers. Now let's say if I go ahead and write in for loop for I in range 10. Okay. If I go ahead and write if I colon 2 is double equal to 0, right? Then what I have to do? Print, or I will probably create a list and I'll append all the even elements, right? So let's say I have created a list, an empty list over here. And now what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to basically write list dot append, and here I'm going to basically write my I, right? So finally, if I go ahead and print my list, you'll be able to see that all the even elements will come, right? Till this particular 10 number, right? But here you need to see how do I convert this into list comprehension? And I showed you one expression with conditional logic. Expression is over here, for item in iterable is here, and if condition is over here. Now the same thing I will try to convert this into list comprehension. So I will write for I or for num in range 20, okay, or 10, okay. I have to display the number itself. So I will write number. I don't need to even apply any expression. But here I will go ahead and write one if condition. I will say, hey, if num percentile 2 or modulus 2 is double equal to 0. Now this basically becomes my even underscore numbers, right? Now here I do not have to even create a new list, right? All I'm doing it in one single line of code. So this way my execution will happen quicker, right? It'll be faster. So I hope you are getting this as an idea. Okay. Now one more thing is there. Okay. One more very important thing is there, which is again a type of list comprehension, you can basically say, which is called as nested list comprehension. So let me just go ahead and write it down. So here you have something called as nested list comprehension. Okay. And it is good to know all these things, guys. I am trying my level best so that you will be able to understand multiple things. Okay. So here you can see, and here you can see. Now what is so different when compared to this? Okay. Now here we are iterating through two different iterables. So for item in iterable 1, for item 2 in iterable 2, then we are writing an expression. So that basically means if I have two lists and then on top of that two list, I want to perform any kind of list comprehension, then I can use this nested list comprehension. So let me show you one perfect example. Okay. Let me just go ahead and write it over here, and let me write it as nested list comprehension. Okay. Comprehension. So let me go ahead and create my list 1, and this will be 1, 2, 3. Okay. Or I'll take one more element 4. Let me say this is my list 2, which will be nothing but A, B, C, D. Okay. So these are my 4 elements. Now let me do one very simple thing. Okay. I will try to make a pairs of list 1 and list 2 elements. Okay. So first of all, I will iterate through list 1. So let me just go ahead and write for I in list 1. Okay. Then I will iterate through list 2 for J in list 2. Okay. And then I have to pair it, right? Now for pairing, I will be using a tuple. I have not discussed yet about a tuple, but I'm just going to take this I and J and pair it together. Okay. Just write it in this way. Okay. Now you can see, or if you don't want to write like this, you can also use list over here. Okay. Let's see whether this will work or not. And now I'm just going to print pair. Okay. Appear I have written pair. Okay. So here you can see 1 comma A, 1 comma B, 1 comma C, 1 comma D, 2 comma A, 2 comma B, 2 comma C, 2 comma D. So it is just doing all the pairing, 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 2A, 2B, 2C, 2D. So this is what is happening First of all, this will iterate, right? With respect to one element, then it will iterate all the elements, right? We can also write this in this particular way also, right? But again, a lot of lines of code we really need to write. But this is really, really powerful. And here you can actually see with the help of nested list comprehension, we are able to do it, right? Now, in Python also, you have a lot of inbuilt functions, right? So we can actually use list comprehension with function calls. You can create your own custom function and all, but right now I'm going to show you some inbuilt functions. Okay, so inbuilt function we'll try to see. So list comprehension with this, let's say, and I'll show you the code over here. So here I have words like hello world Python list comprehension. Now see, everybody focus. So I'm writing for words in words, and I'm just saying length of word, right? So it's just going to give us the length of word over here, right? And how easily we are able to see this particular output, right? And this looks amazing, right? And most of the things are basically very much simple over here, right? Now, there is also one more list comprehension technique where you can use else block also. So I will give you that as an assignment. Please make sure that you do it. But don't worry, as we go ahead and learn more about the tuples and all, there also we'll be covering more about it. But I hope you got an idea with respect to list comprehension, and this was all about the discussion with respect to list. And I think I tried my level best to cover almost each and everything. Okay, and at the end of the day, you really need to try more and more to understand more example. Unless you don't practice, I don't think so you will be able to do any perfection in this, right? So more examples, more things, but at the end of the day, I would like to give the conclusion of this lesson and probably talk about it, because list is something really important. So the list, so here you can see I have given some conclusion with respect to the list comprehension are powerful and concise to create list in Python. They are syntactically compact and can replace more verbose looping construct. Understand the syntax of list comprehension will help you write cleaner and more efficient Python code, right? So yes, this was it. I will see you all in the next video where we will be talking about the next data structure. Thank you.